Hey everyone, welcome back to Tara's Take. So today we are going to decorate for our Nativity Journal because I am down to just needing to fill some pockets with journal cards, tags, that kind of stuff. And so I thought I'd bring you guys along and we could do some of that together. So I'm going to pull one of my cards that I made with y'all, and let's see here. I had kind of pulled out some, I've just pulled out a bunch of stuff that I'm using that all is kind of geared around those same digi-kits that we used for the journal, and then that way, you know, everything matches up. So just getting this distressed. I'm not going to make this a complicated video at all. I really, as you all know, really want to get that journal finished. It's a week before Christmas, and or less than a week before Christmas, right? We need to get it in the shop. So, okay, we're just going to do a little distressing here. And let's see, so I'm going to put this on a larger one and maybe do a little more. I was thinking of verbiage I can put on here, or of course now I need to do some gold around the edges. Get that on there. Okay. And then I'll probably go ahead and do the card as well. Just for fun. I was so excited. One of you told me yesterday, or in today's comments on the video, it's Monday today that I'm recording this, and it was Sagita. She said that when I had used the stick and wet it down on the desk here, that it had given her another use for those, and I was so excited because I love when people use stuff in a different way than I've been using it, and I learn like multiple ways to use it. So these sticks, you know, can be wet down. I mean, you can wet them down and use them with a paintbrush, you know, all kinds of stuff. But anyway, I just thought it was fun. I love when you guys let me know that something I showed you actually helped. You know what I mean? That's a nice feeling to know that I'm not just on here talking. Yeah, so anyway. Now, I was just watching all these videos on YouTube. Do you ever get caught in the YouTube rabbit hole? I was like, okay, Tara, turn off the videos and record a video because you are way too caught up in this silliness. I was watching videos on, like, the first one I was watching, so stupid, was YouTube bloopers for newsreels, like news channels, and they were so funny. I couldn't stop watching. And then that led me down a rabbit hole of watching one that was like these really bizarre things caught on camera. And then the last one I ended up watching was, animals that reach out to people that need help. And just how sweet it was. And if you hear kind of like I'm sniffling, it's because I was crying at these videos because it was so sweet to see people helping these animals. And, yeah, it was really funny. I'm just laughing at myself because I was like, okay, stop watching the videos, Tara. You can sit there and be there all day, you know? I mean, you really can't. There's so many interesting videos and channels out there. So let's see. I don't know. Do I want to do this one? Yeah, I'll do this one. It's a Merry Christmas in the corner. I just, on some of these, I've been stamping a little bit, just not on everything, but you guys blessed me so much between Valerie and Pam. I have a beautiful collection of Christmas stamps. Oh, and this week is our Facebook group, is our challenge is rubber stamps. Very cool, right? So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody's posts, and I'll try and maybe that'll be one of my videos this week, is to do a rubber stamping video like Sonia had suggested. Oopsie, I just dropped my remote. like Sonia suggested I do a video with whatever our challenge was, you know. So yeah, maybe I'll do that with rubber stamps. Let's see, I was looking here. This one has green in the background, and yeah, I'm not going to use that on this. Let's see. I think I'll do probably some blue or some gold. Yeah, so anyway, it's a thought. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do the diva buttons I was mentioning the other day. I just think they sound like fun. I keep looking at the ones that we created last, what, 2 weeks ago or a week ago? And I'm wondering what would be the best way to do them. You know, what kind of glue and stuff. I guess I could just dig in and try some stuff, you know. And whatever works for us, right? Now, where are my scissors? I had some laid out all ready for myself. And of course, more than likely they're up there and I put them away. I'm just going to cut that down. Yeah, so we'll see. This week, we'll see what we do. I don't know yet. Let's see. I'm just looking at some words over here I had pulled out to see if I want to use any of those. No. Okay, dig into our little bag here. What is that picture? I think we'll just do a happy holidays. Okay. So yeah, I had some suggestions about doing a swap. And so I'm gonna, after the first of the year, we'll talk more about, you know, planning that out. I think that'll be, because it'll be a new project. I have a new design team project coming up for with Lena for we're gonna do some Valentine type pretty stuff that's in her shop. I think it's already available. But yeah, I'm going to do a design team project for that. So that's first on my radar, and then we'll discuss, you know, doing a swap. Now, I'm just, like I said, I'm just focused. I worked all day yesterday, all day on Sunday, working on the Nativity Journal. Cordy suggested, he really likes it. He thinks it's really pretty. Of course, he's my biggest fan, you know. He doesn't understand everything we do with this, but he knows what's pretty, and he's like, you know, it's beautiful. He loves it. So, yeah, he was saying to call, he was like, have you named it yet? And I said, well, no, I've just been calling it the Nativity Journal, you know. And he goes, I think you should call it the Gift. And I was like, okay, and if you think about it, I mean, Jesus was our gift. He is the reason for it, the holiday season, and he was a gift to us from the Father. Yeah, so I was thinking I may call it possibly the Nativity Gift, or maybe just the Gift Worship Journal, and we'll see. I think maybe I'll let my honey name it this time, you know. Let me look here. I used up all of that little skinny ribbon. I still have my gold rope though, so I think I'm gonna use a piece of that on there. I love it as an accent. I'm gonna probably end up getting myself some more of it now that I know I like it at Walmart, because like I said, it's only like $5.99 and you get quite a bit. I don't know how much was here. 50 feet, yeah, and it's a braid rope. So, I was right to call it rope. Yeah, but it ended up, I really enjoyed working with it. I'm wanting to show you guys what I did to the journal yesterday, but I think if I can get everything done today, I'm going to do a flip through for tomorrow. So, I don't want to ruin the flip through by showing it to you today. So, I think I'm going to And it's harder for me not to show it to you than it is for you guys not to see it. Trust me, I'm like that. I'm like, oh, I have a gift for you. And it's hard for me to wait until the holidays to give it to the person. So there's one down. Than it is for me to, you know, to just show it. I'm like that. Are you guys like that? Anybody else out there who just, when you have something you want to give somebody, you get excited about it and you just can't wait to give it to them? That's kind of how I am. But that's okay. Let's see. I think I'll use this one for this tag. Okay. And then, now I would, you know, this is the kind of ribbon that I might actually, because it's kind of like a weave, I might actually use a staple on. But I don't know about you guys. I'm horrible at stapling stuff onto these cards. Like, you know how Tina does? Mine are always so crooked. I try, because I even have really cute rose gold staples. And yeah, I just can't, I'm not good at it. It's never straight. And when I try to hold it in place and bring it around, I always end up making it crooked. Let's see if I can get this one. Oh, did I do it? Because it would be kind of cute on here. I did it. Look, I almost did it. Well, it's kind of off, but it's on enough. Yay! It's the first time I've done it right. Yeah, I'm not much into stapling stuff on, but I did buy these rose gold colored staples so that when if I did want to do it, it would look kind of pretty, you know, not just be boring old silver staples. I guess the only reason, sorry guys, I apologize, I'm all yawning in your face. No, I guess the reason I don't like them is because of working in the office my whole life. I kind of get like, they're so boring, you know. But then I see somebody like Tina use them, and I think, oh, they're actually kind of cute. But they're never cute to me when on my own stuff. Now this one didn't turn out too bad, so let's see, what do we got here? I was going to use the tiny guys. I don't think our I'm trying to find our Christmassy ones. I don't know if I have any that will fit on here. Maybe. Oh, he's good. Look. And he's even got snow at his feet. And a Christmas tree. And the white behind him. Yeah, he might be kind of nice. Let's see. Any others? Yeah. Oh, this one looks cool. I was all crying this morning at the videos, being all sentimental, watching different stuff. Now, I was cracking up at some of them. The other ones were really funny. But, yeah, those ones with the pet, or not the pets, they were actually wild animals mostly. But it was just really sweet. Let's see. I think those guys look good. Oh, wait. I have these little girls that we started to use. Will they fit? We started to use them the other day, and then we didn't. They look pretty cute. Oh, I kind of like him. Yeah, I kind of like him. I think I'll use him. Anyway, these little girls might end up getting used next year. Let me get my... I've done really, actually I don't need it, this table can handle it. I've done really good about not getting distress ink all over this green mat that's underneath here. Woohoo! Yay, go me. Because normally I'm horrible, as you well know by now. You guys have hung out with me long enough to know that I am constantly, you know, messing up my surface. And just kind of going, oh well, whatever, you know. So, oh, I got to say something funny. When I met Valerie, she came over yesterday to pick up the journal she purchased. And Valerie, I'm sure you'll hear me. I'm just telling them because I think it's funny because it's happened before. I have a picture of myself up on Etsy that is, it was about three years ago. And it has me looking really fly, you know, with my hair and my makeup and blah, blah, blah. And if you guys have went on my Facebook, you've seen other pictures of me like that. Okay, I was wearing a wig. I was wearing false eyelashes and a lot of makeup, which I used to wear a lot more makeup. And I do wear more makeup when I go out and stuff. But now that I'm home all the time, if I work outside of the home, I wear it. But now that I'm home all the time, I don't wear it so much. So anyway, Valerie made the comment that I don't look like my picture, and I was laughing because I'm like, yeah, that was my glamour shot. So anybody who thinks that's how I look on a day-to-day basis, nope, that is not how I look on a day-to-day basis. I'm much more boring. So much more just normal and real. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, hope you don't mind I shared that, Val. I just thought it was cute. I was just laughing. I told Cordy. We were giggling because he knows. I mean, that's my, you know, that's actually how I used to go to work. I mean, I used to look like that all the time. But like I said, I was wearing one of my wigs, and I was wearing false eyelashes, and, you know, and all the makeup and everything, you know. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'm getting to the age where it doesn't really matter as much to me as it used to. I think. I don't know. And then being at home, I mean, you know. What do? I go to Walmart and I go to the store, you know, and that's pretty much it. So my little bit of makeup that I wear normally is enough. Anybody else out there has gotten to the age where you're kind of like, whatever. It's just, they told me it would happen. My mother-in-law told me that. My mom used to tell me that. And I was like, well, yeah, you know, I'm sure. And I'd think in my head, I'll always want to, you know, look fly. No, they were right. I was wrong. Christmas wishes for you. Gosh, you guys, can you believe it? It's here. Christmas is here. Look, we got another one. Now we got to do is just do a little distressing on the back. Just to kind of, I know the paper's brown, but it just looks kind of boring to me if there's no distress on it at all. I don't know about you guys, but I just like that look. I'm trying to figure out, okay, this is my ink, and I think it's almost dried up. And I have a refill, but every time I put it on there, I think my pad's gone bad. So I don't have very much left on my re-ink bottle, so I don't really want to waste it. So I'll use this other pad, but I think I'm going to have to invest in some vintage photo again, you guys. Whether I like it or not. I would have gotten some the last time I went to Hobby Lobby, but I don't know if you guys remember, I mentioned it. They were out, so I couldn't get any. So there's number 2. We're cranking them out. Yes, yes. Now over here, I have some different cards that are like decorated already. And I did use quite a few of these throughout the journals, actually. I just distressed them and maybe added some paper doll, and or even just, oops, I want to use my brush. Or even added just like, you know, like a phrase, and then maybe some gold gilding on it with the tempera paint stick, and that was it. And that seemed to really look nice, because these are so pretty on their own, and some of them, it's kind of a shame to cover them up, you know, to decorate on top of them, just because they're beautiful. And these are printed out on, I think it's like 52 pound. I'm never sure what the GSM is to the pound. I always have to look that up. So it, you know, it's like 52 pound weight, whatever that GSM is. It's kind of a medium weight cardstock. You know, it's not heavy, just above a copy paper. It's thick. It's nice and sturdy. The person who gets the journal will have a good writing space, because this paper is very nice. The matte. This is printed on the matte, so yeah. But I don't do a ton of decorating to these, because like I said, they speak for themselves. The paper's pretty. The images are beautiful, and I don't have to do a lot to them, which is kind of nice overall, you know, when you're trying to get something finished. Now, in this case, I think I might put a little paper doll of some kind. Let's see here. I still have quite a few of the Christmassy ones. And maybe I'll put the kids on this one here, girls. Let's see, I gotta get them distressed. They're extremely bright. Okay, now just come back in and lightly go over it with my dry wipe. See, it takes off that excess so they don't look quite so browned, but they're just aged, you know, they just look kind of aged, which is what I'm going for. Okay. And this one, their little faces are brighter than the rest of them. There we go. Once that ink dries, it's pretty good. It's just, while it's wet, you can still manipulate it, you know. So be careful or you'll rub the whole thing back off again. Okay, so I was thinking I could do a little, you know, platform for them to stand on. I know Carrie, the crafter, does a really stiff line. I don't. Especially right now because it's almost, because it's kind of like it's winter, so it's kind of snow. And to me, the little bumpy line gives it that little bit of organic look where it would be more natural. That's why I've been doing it like that. And I think my eyes like it a little bit better. I don't know. All right. My little handy dandy makeup brush. And I just barely get that moist. I don't like a lot of water. I like to be able to kind of streak. Well, I've told you guys before, but for anybody who hasn't watched me do this, I do it this way for a particular reason. I have tried it with more water, and it's so, at least my Stabilo gets very, almost like paint, and it'll spread really, really thick, and I don't know. I don't like the way it looks when it's too much water. I like that little sketchy kind of look. Almost like a trick of the eyes where you kind of feel like you're looking at the ground underneath uneven, you know. I was thinking about getting a package of these in different colors, and I haven't done it yet. The Stabilo, I really like them. And I was thinking it'd be cool to have, you know, different colors of it in my collection to use for stuff like this. And for my art journal, now that I'm starting to play a little bit, to give a different effect on my backgrounds and stuff, you know. Okay. For me, that almost looks like how you would see a path, you know, kind of just sketched out. I like that look. So, all right, I'm gonna stand my girls on it, and I think I'm gonna try to leave. I was thinking, well, they're still covering Merry Christmas a little bit, but that's okay. And then I'll probably, of course, put some phrase at the top, you know, or up the side. Like I said, I've done most of my major artistic work in this book that I'm going to do, to be honest. I did a lot of work on the cover. That was my main focus yesterday, and I did get all the signatures sewn in. I ended up putting, I know I had mentioned not putting any coffee dyed paper in it. I did put, I think I put 2 pages per signature. It's 3 signatures thick. It is not, at least, well, it hasn't been filled completely with journal cards and stuff yet, but it is not as chunky alligator mouth as some of my journals so far, but I think that might be due to the fact that I haven't put in all the cards yet, you know what I mean? So we'll see what happens after we get to that point. Right now, it's just a nice, thick journal, but it's closing still. So, I like this, the way that this went on, because it like got kind of skidded right here. It's almost like something spilled on it. Yeah, they just look like an old photo. I like that. I love that look. Let's see. What do we want? We could do, I have some of these little bows. These are fun. These are all, these little things I'm pulling out are from Tina's kit on this one. And I was just thinking, here's a smaller one, that would be better. I love these little bows. I think they're so cute. Do we want it there, or do I want it like in the corner? In the corner. Ah, got stuck to my finger. I've always got glue on me somewhere. Always, always. Yep, and do I want to, let's see if I can get this to distress a tiny bit. Yeah, there we go. Give it a little depth around the edges. Sorry for that weird noise. That was my Tippy clearing her throat. She sounds like a little old man. She's like clearing her throat. I was so excited that Valerie got to meet Tippy. She didn't get to meet Bo and Mia because as soon as anybody comes in the house, those two take off running like, you know, like the world's come to an end. And so nobody ever gets to really see our cats. Not much. I think she saw them run past her really fast at one point when she first got there. But yeah, they're little scaredy cats, especially him. He's such... My husband was laughing yesterday. He's like, you know, I would think somebody had hurt him at some point. But we've had him since he was born. I mean, or since right after he was born. You know, and he just is so freaked out by people. It's so funny. He gets really scared. Let's see. Do your guys' animals get scared like that? Or are they really outgoing? You know? This one's cute. Christmas is in the air. These little girls are kind of just fun and cheerful on this card. Yeah, my animals, they crack me up. And they are so jealous of each other. It's pretty cute. They are totally in love with their mommy, which if you knew my history, it was funny when I was married to my late husband. All the animals always loved him, and they loved me too, and the kids, but he was like their favorite. We had one cat through the years that he wasn't the cat's favorite, my son was. But other than that, every animal we've ever had has just adored my husband, my late husband. And so when we got the cats, I told Courtney, they'll probably be crazy about you, you know. Animals aren't usually drawn to me as much. They like me, okay, but not anything, you know. And so then these cats, they are in love with me, and especially Bo. And then him and Tippy, who Tippy thinks I belong to her, you know. They fight over me. I mean, the minute Tippy will be laying there and not move forever, and then if she sees Bo come near me, she gets up and ambles over. I'm gonna get a drink of water, girls. Oh, I swallowed wrong. Sorry. Anyway, pardon me. But yeah, she'll get up and she'll wander over, you know, and stand there and just stare at me like, are you really going to pet him and not pet me? And I was just like, seriously, you've been fine. You didn't even bother with me. And now all of a sudden, I'm the end all be all. Yeah. They're so funny. I love animals. They crack me up. I used to have a cat when I was a little girl. And he was just your typical domestic, short-haired tabby, you know, black and white, gray, and his name was Tigger. But I got him when he was 5 weeks old. The owner gave him to my mom. She worked with the owner, and the owner gave him to my mom way too early. You know, he was very young. Well, he got so attached to me that my grandma lived with us then, and my grandma said that when I would leave the house, he would wander through the house all day long, meowing for me. And she said, I promise you, he is saying mama, because he would say, meow, meow. Meow, meow. And she said, he's saying mama. It's scary. But the minute I got home, he was so happy. Yeah, best cat. Oh, I loved him so much. And he slept with me, and, you know, he was my baby. So, yeah, that was my Tiggy. It was good though, because my mom got him for me right after my dad had passed away. So I was like 12. And he was the perfect companion to kind of, you know, get me through that time in my life that was so hard. So yeah, he was my baby. Yeah. I've gotten how many done? Let's see, it's 30 minutes and we've already gotten 3 finished. This is number 4. That's good. When I was going through the journal with Courtney last night, I noticed that I had quite a few empty pockets. I was laughing because I told him, oh, I got to fill those before I do the flip through, because I don't want to end up being like for Tina. You know how sometimes she's like, oh my gosh, I forgot to put a pocket, or I forgot to put anything in that pocket. You know, and no, I'm not trying to imitate her. I'm not going to try and imitate her. But anyway, yeah, I always laugh because then I'm like, yep, that's what I do. Whenever I do a journal, I go back through and go, oh my gosh, look how many pockets I didn't fill. So I think all of us probably do that, because you get done with the majority of it, you know, the body of it and everything, and you feel like, oh, I'm finished. And then there's the work of actually creating all the ephemera to go inside, you know. So I've been trying with you guys. It's gotten actually pretty good. The stuff that we make, whatever journal I'm working on at the time, I will try to do, like in the mass make, I'll try to do a couple pieces for it. And then whatever I create with you, that last journal we did, the Holly Jolly, we did everything I did in that journal was done with you guys. I think it was almost all of it. So yeah, it was really cool, I thought, because when I went to finish it, all I had to do was just glue things in, you know, and it was awesome. So I like this camel. I've been trying to figure out a way to use him. He's so cute. Look at him. I really like him. So let's distress this little guy. He just looks so la la la. I'm here. I'm watching the Savior be born. Look at me in my pretty blue blanket and my big red bow. I like him. I just think he's adorable. Good job on the kit, Tina. Good job. She really did do a beautiful job on this kit. And especially not having her printer ink. Ugh, that whole time. Anybody who watches her knows she was going through it trying to get her ink from Insta Ink for like, I don't even know. I think it was like a month. My goodness. And after going through what I went through for a couple weeks with no printer, I understand what she was talking about when she was saying to us, you know, I'm sorry, I can't get it done, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's hard when you don't have your printer and you're doing digital kits and stuff, and, you know, you use your own digis for your work. Yeah. So that's what slowed me up on the Nativity. I couldn't print anything. There we go. For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful, Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Isaiah 9:6. That's our Lord. Praise you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm just going to do this real simple, and then I'm going to add probably a little gold ribbon. Or, I mean, the rope, you know. I don't think I have the tiniest bit of that thin ribbon left. I might, all I need to do is go to Walmart. I got that at Walmart for like 97 cents. And it turned out to be a really good ribbon for me, and I just got it because it was gold, and I thought, maybe I'll use it, you know, and that was months ago. Yeah. So I'm not going to cover the deer. I'm going to make so you can see the little deer there. And let's see. Which, we did the red. We could do some more blue. I have the really, oh, this one's, I think I'll do this one. The shiny. The shiny. Maybe up the side. Right down here. Or do you want it at the top? So many choices. Now, if I put it on this side, it will cover the deer, won't it? Yeah. I just like the accent of the gold. I think it's pretty. Let me see if this is... I definitely have enough to use on here. Yeah, maybe I'll just do that at the bottom. I'm down to about a half a bottle of the Fabri-Tac. I think I'll probably pick up some. This morning I ordered, what did I order? Oh, I made my first order of ink for my new printer. And I'm hoping that this printer gets decent, you know, usage on the ink, because when I went online, because I noticed this first, you know, batch of ink is really, it went down pretty quick. So when I went on to the website, Canon said the first group of cartridges that you have are going to be used up quicker because of the ink settling down into the printer itself, like filling it up. And that kind of makes sense. So I'm hoping that's why, because now that it's been in there, I did notice that when I printed something the last couple of days, the ink didn't really move. So, because this was like rapid moving, I mean, like it went down really fast. But I think, you know, it probably was due to filling those tanks. That's it, the tanks. So, yeah. I hope so, guys, because I can't afford a ton of ink all the time, you know. I guess I usually spend, with my Epson, I was spending probably around $50 a month on ink. So if it can stay at that level, that would be good. And that might sound like a lot, but that's because, like I said before, I'm printing for digitals, and you know, when you're making digitals, you have to print them out to make sure, you know, that they come out right. And so, because you can't sell them, and then the person gets them on the other end and they're not printing out correctly, you know what I mean? So you have to do a lot of trial error, you know, kind of stuff before you get them right. And yeah, so I think I'll put this in the corner, make it a little bit smaller. So yeah, I had to make sure that they were working okay. And right. And yes, I'm going to cut all this extra off in case anybody thought I was going to leave it on there. I'm not. I'm just getting this up here in the corner. So. There we go. Okay. Yeah, and because the theme of this journal is the Nativity, you know, and Jesus is the gift that God gave to mankind for their salvation. He gave his son, and I think the gift is a good name for this journal. I think Courtney did really well. So there's number 4. As you can see, these aren't super complicated, and they're not super... you know, just, you know, super decorated and all that. I'm just doing simple things. Sometimes the simpler the better. I like this picture. I bet it would look good on the backing of one of these. Torn down and distressed, of course. We must distress it because otherwise that black and white just doesn't quite look good. At least not to my eyes. Yeah, I like to make it a deeper warmth I like the warm color of the distressing. You know, I haven't mentioned what's been going on in the news regarding the suicide of Twitch, you know, Stephen Boss. I do want to say heartfelt, I'm praying with all my heart for his family. And I haven't brought it up because there's so many opinions going around about what happened and what didn't happen and what people think happened. And people are putting out videos, and it's just, they're just getting attention, you know. It's almost like, I don't know, some of the videos are just recapping over and over and over again what we see on the news, and almost to a disrespectful point where they're just trying to gain views, trying to get people to watch their channel. They're naming videos things that draw the attention, which, I mean, that's what people do. They name their videos stuff, and then you get in the video and it's not even what it's about, you know what I'm saying? And you get in the videos, and I've watched a few of them now, and I've gotten to where I'm not clicking on them anymore. But I just wanted to put out there publicly that I'm very, very grieved for his family, for whatever situation, circumstance brought him to this point, whether it be depression or whether it be, you know, situational, or whether somebody, you know, did something that we don't know about yet. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not claiming to know. All I claim to know is my heart, and my heart is for the family, for his wife, for his precious children. He was a great talent, and I really, really liked him a lot, and enjoyed watching him dance and watching him on TV and stuff. I didn't watch him a lot on Ellen. I saw him on other stuff, you know, but I just really, really liked him as the person he seemed to be in public eye, and my heart is broken for his family. I can't even express how much I feel about this deeply. And he was so young, and, you know, made such a big impact on so many people. But anyway, I just pray for Allison and their children. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say about it. I just did not want to acknowledge, because it's on my heart. It's in my, I'm thinking about it a lot because it just happened, and I wanted to make sure that I mentioned it. Okay, I love you guys. So anyway, let's see here. I don't want to put these in a spot where they're going to hit on anything, because these are all journal cards that are probably going to go inside of a pocket, and I don't want anything hanging over that's going to get knocked off or ripped or torn, you know. So, there we go. So let's put that down there. Little presents, their little family. And let's see what we got in the bag of words here. Phrases and words and fun stuff for Frosty. Stars are brightly shining. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's not what I want. I wish I had something that was more like, I think I used them already, of like that said like family and stuff, tradition, family. I think they're already used up in the other journal. The greatest, there, I'm going to put that one. The greatest gift of all. The reason I chose this one is because I have a big red bow on here, and I thought that would kind of, that then the card would kind of speak for itself on that. Get a little gold around the edge. I should probably put some on the bow, huh? We love our gold. Let's see. Maybe I will dab a little bit with my brush if I can. I don't want to mess it up. There we go. Just in a few spots. Even dry with the paintbrush, this is really nice. It works very well. I think I'll go ahead and do the edges of the picture. Duh. That's my little frame usually, right? Okay. I was thinking this morning before I did the video how much I wish that you guys were with me, and that I really need to get to work on learning how to do the live videos, because I agree it would be incredible to have you guys talking back to me as I'm talking. The more I think about it, the more I'm realizing, yeah, I really do want to do that. What's the best time to do live videos for everybody? I mean, because I have to record during the day, okay? I can't record any other time because Cordy's home, and I mean, other than the weekends when he's napping or something, but I record when I'm here home alone. I don't do business much. That's why sometimes I don't respond to messages and stuff at night, or, you know, I can't get to them right away because I'm busy with my husband, and I'm not gonna take away from our home time like that, you know. So tell me, I know Tina does 2 p.m. GMT time. I think it's GMT. Anyway, what would be best time for us? It would have to be, for me, it would have to be sometime between the hours of like 7 a.m. and 12 p.m. in the morning, Arizona time. So let me know what is good times for you guys, and I'm going to work out when I can do a live video. Oops, we want to do the back, don't we? And maybe we'll, I don't know, who knows? I'm not putting anything in ink. I'm writing this into pencil in my to-do, but maybe we'll do, like, it'd be fun to do like a weekly live video date day, you know, or twice a month or something, you know, just to where we could spend time together. Because after getting to spend time with Val, now I'm like, all right, I gotta be able to spend time with my girls. That'd be so fun. Okay. So there we go. There is another one. How many is that? 5? Let's see. 1. We got that one. We got that one. Oh, I like these. We got that one. This one. And this one. Yeah. What time is it? 45 minutes. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and close up shop for this video, and probably just keep working on more cards for the day so that I can get it finished. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you so much. Please have a wonderful day. Be safe. Have fun crafting. And God bless each and every one of you. I love you. Bye.